Meet Serena, your virtual companion for emotional support. The ultimate safe space to discuss your thoughts, your fears, and the ups and downs of daily life. Start your free trial today at serena.chat.
My 27F husband, 27M, cheated on me and now I don't know what to do because I have nothing. My husband and I have been married for 7 years. We weren't close but we were in the same group of friends in college. We ended up having sex one night and I got pregnant. My husband said that he would take care of the baby but my parents forced me to get married and he accepted. My husband and I at that time went to live with my in-laws. They were not so nice to me. I had to leave university because I had to help at home with the chores. My husband worked and studied at the same time. With my husband, after we felt comfortable with each other we started treating each other like husband and wife, calling each other, honey, love, and things like that. I was stupid and got pregnant quickly, again. After so much trouble with his parents we went to live in a small apartment. Now, I have a 7-year-old girl and a 6-year-old boy. My husband has a good job and earns quite well. We are living in a large apartment but we're planning to move into a house early next year. Intimacy with my husband has been dead for almost a year and a half since he arrives late and or very tired from work. Besides, about 6 months ago he was promoted at work and he has to travel from time to time. He left his Facebook on his laptop and I checked it and he has been having an affair with a coworker. I don't know for how long exactly since he only has conversations from about 3 weeks ago, so I guess he deletes the conversations. I sent the evidence to my email and that night I told him. I also told my husband that if he wanted to be with someone else why he didn't just ask me for a divorce. My husband started making meaningless excuses and he ended up saying that he didn't want to separate, that he didn't want to lose his family. He said this was happening for 2 years. I told him that this was something he had to think about before being unfaithful, and that I wanted a divorce. We haven't talked since, that was a week and a half ago. He is avoiding me from bringing up the topic of divorce or cheating I guess. But I think that now I am regretting the divorce because if we separate I have nothing. I have no university studies, I have never worked so my work experience is zero. I have savings that are left over from my monthly expenses but it is not much even though I manage correctly. Should I go ahead with the divorce? My children are in school now so there are more expenses to cover. I can't complain about my husband in this regard. Technically the only problem is that he was unfaithful. Besides, I think I really understand, because we wouldn't be together if it weren't for me getting pregnant. And the fact that we behave like husband and wife does not make the fact that he has to love me or cherish me as anything more than the mother of his children. The only thing I don't understand is why he doesn't want a divorce. What I do? Do I suggest some kind of co-parenting relationship or something? I guess he doesn't want to have to spend less time with the kids or something. It doesn't actually seem like you have a marriage. He's made a schedule where he doesn't have to spend any time with you, and you don't have a sexual relationship or intimacy. He's using you for the benefits of having a full-time manager of the children and household. Obviously your marriage is over, so you can either divorce now, or just use him back while you get yourself set up. Your kids are in school, so start back on your studies, or find a job to start getting some work experience. You know this relationship is already over, so rather than focus on the details of that, focus on what you need to do for yourself given your future as a single mother. After you've taken care of yourself, you can deal with the divorce legalities. Go talk to a lawyer and see what your rights are. It doesn't sound like your husband is making any efforts to reconcile? Sure, you lack work experience. But you're still young. It's not too late to try and make a good life for yourself rather than to settle for an unfaithful husband at this age. I know it feels hard to start studying again, but that's your lifeline. Education. Just do it. You're still young and can make an interesting life for yourself. Your husband has to pay child support no matter what. He's been cheating for 2 years. Your marriage is over, it doesn't sound like there's any love there. I'm sorry you're going through this. You need to start planning for your exit. Don't divorce him until you can hold yourself up. That means having savings, studies and a job aligned up. Work on yourself and get out of there ASAP. You can do better. My 23M girlfriend 23F slept with another guy. So I 23M have been together with my girlfriend 23F for almost 6 months. I love her and have had complete trust in her. Last weekend she went to a university party together with her classmates. I wasn't drinking that night so I had told her that I would pick her up when she wanted to go home, my place whatever. So the night goes on, and around 11 p.m. I text her and ask when I should pick her up, no answer. 1 a.m. I call her to ask when she'd like to go home, she doesn't answer. Her phone had battery and everything. Anyways, I stay awake until about 4 a.m. waiting for her to reach out so I could go pick her up. She doesn't reach out to me, and I go to sleep. Now I had complete trust in her and couldn't imagine her doing anything inappropriate. She's the most honest and communicating girl I've ever known. So morning comes, I get a message from her saying that she slept over at her male classmate's apartment. In his bed, together with him. But nothing happened between them according to her. I do believe this part. That was disclosed to me later in the day when we talked in person. Her reasoning was that she got too drunk, had no way in getting home? I had told her multiple times that I would pick her up regardless of time. My question is this some kind of red flag? That she might cheat in the future if she might get too drunk or whatever. I really want to forgive her because I love her. I just need some outside perspective as to how I want to approach this. Update. I'm going to end things with her. My God, what are you saying? You've been dating this girl for 6 months, is it really worth it? She cheated on you on her first occasion on top of a shitty apology. Trust me, there are plenty of fish in the sea. You can do better. She didn't answer your calls because she was busy fucking him. That's a dumb question, of course it's a huge red flag. She was drunk and slept in his bed. What do you think happens in that situation? You will never trust her again to go to a party by herself again. The trust is gone and with it your relationship. It's every man's dream to have his woman sleeping with another man in bed, too drunk to answer his phone calls. What is there to be concerned about? I bet if you press the matter, more of the truth will come out. We only cuddled, okay we kissed, alright we did have sex. Leave now. My 27 M girlfriend, 25 F, blocked me on Instagram so I wouldn't see she was in another city. Me, 27 M, and my girlfriend, 25 F, have been together for a year and a half. Things have been going great for us, or at least I thought. On Thursday I noticed my girlfriend was no longer on my IG. I thought maybe she deleted it but decided to make a burner to see if I was blocked. And with the burner I was able to see that not only was her profile still active but she had been posting. And in one of her posts she asked for restaurant recommendations in another city. Now this city is a 4-hour drive away and as far as I know the only connection she has there is that her best friend lives there. However, from looking at her friend's IG, she's out of town visiting her family. Originally I planned to wait until we were together to say something, because we did have plans this weekend. But it was eating at me so I texted her yesterday and said, I saw that you blocked me on IG. Is it because you didn't want me to see that you were in city? She responded saying she was coming back that day and begged me not to be mad at her. I told her I wouldn't have cared at all that she went out of town, but I do care that she felt she had to go to those lengths to hide that she did, and it comes off like there's something more going on that she doesn't want me to know about. She hasn't responded. My question is, in this type of scenario is there any logical conclusion to come to besides cheating? The question isn't whether she's cheating. The question is whether there is any explanation that isn't breakup worthy. The answer to that is no. Whatever the reason is, being secretive to this extent is a no from me. What would your reaction have been to, I am taking a road trip to X and doing Y, Z with my friends? People only hide things when they know it was wrong or unethical. She hid from you for a reason, ask her who he was. How are you not seeing the obvious? IG is a dumpster fire filled with trash humans. If she blocked you in IG she's most likely advertising that she's single or she's cheating. Either way it's bad. Most likely when she does get home her phone is going to be clean. She's not going to have any evidence of what she was doing. Honestly, get rid of her. Is this equitable? My wife, 43F, gave me 44M blow money. Basically it's a certain preset amount of cash for all my extra expenses through the end of October. Including coffee and food when at work and if I want to drink over the weekend. But it looks like she wants me to use it for other expenses as well. Such as we went to lunch together today and went Dutch, each paying for our food. I paid from my blow money and she paid from our money. Then we each got soda at a convenience store, same thing. I'd mentioned I needed new socks and she wanted me to take it out of my blow money. I'm kind of frustrated. At first I thought this was an exercise in budgeting, but this doesn't feel equitable. Am I the only one that was thinking about a different kind of blow Have you talked to her about it? Have you shared your frustrations? Do the two of you budget together? 2 days ago you were posting about online dating. Either this is fake or there's a lot more going on in your relationship leading up to this. I agree with budgets, but not if she isn't also using a blow money budget. Not enough info about how your finances work to make a fair assessment.